Hey guys, it's Daydream. This is another skill hit video, but I did it because I wanted to show you guys the importance of meat shields, which are the frontline infantry. That's the T7 guard, the T10 berserker, and then the T6 guard, which is the noble swordsman, which is just these are all the same troops, there's 8 troop types. My next video is going to show you complete composition. I know a lot of you guys with 22 castles want to see what you can do with T7 and T8 troops. I'll show you all that. But yeah, I'm marching at this guy. He's a 26 castle. He had a little over 200,000 troops, which normally I shouldn't be able to zero that with just one march. But I'm going to show you guys why it was so easy to zero. All of these castles that I zero in this video have the same problem. And as you can tell by the thumbnail, it's the frontline infantry. You have to have frontline infantry. And you don't just need it for defense either. You need to have them in your lair for offense too. You want to have at least 15%, 20% frontline infantry, which is the swordsman. Right behind that's the pikeman. But you want to have enough swordsmen depending on the size of the hit. If it's a big target, you want to have more frontline swordsmen. If it's a small target, you don't need too many. Uh, but you got to have those in there. Even on rallies, you want to have at least 20%. What we do is we'll call out a number, how many swordsmen you want to have up front, and everyone shares the swordsmen so that we all take the same losses. That's why um, one of the guys who left our alliance, he was mad because he didn't want to send swordsmen. He wanted to send trebs and archers. I'm sure you can guess who that guy was, but I'm not going to mention him anymore. Um, but yeah, I'm going to show you this report real quick. And, this guy, once you lose your T7 guards, you're not going to have any more guards until level 30. With pikemen, you can lose those, and then when you get to 26, you can make the halberdier. But yeah, as you can see, the skill set up into infantry, cavalry, and siege. But in all my skill hits, you'll see the same thing. I'll have about 20 to 30,000 berserker, depending on the size, and then I have a lot of knight behind it, a couple archers, a lot of treb. As you can see, them treb had a lot of kills. I put the spearman in there, and then a little bit of archer and a little bit of strike archer. And then, as you can see, no swordsman in his lair. All he had was a few pikemen, which are offensive cavalry killers. They do nothing on defense but die. And as you can see, he had no front line, so he lost 100% of his troops. I can't even remember the last time I even hit a farm and killed 100% of the troops. But I was using a double march boost, so I was marching like 166,000. But here's an exit. This is another target in ARY. I got a lot of points from them in this event. We're going to be passing our buddy here in a minute, going to kill his friend. There he goes, speeding them on up. Don't want to give anybody time to reinforce. Oh, hey, buddy. Yep, I'm going to kill your friend. Here it comes. Boom, Agamemnon, dead again, 2,000 years later. But yeah, guys, make sure you replenish your frontline infantry. If you get to 22 and you don't have at least 100,000 T7 infantry, you can go ahead and make 20, 30,000 pikemen, so that way you got them for rallies and attacks. But go ahead and train some more of the T7 guard because you're going to need them all the way up until you're a 30 castle. But yeah, there's another million power loss. I mean, these guys were taking some huge hits. I really don't like killing these guys. They're just farmers. They ran to ARY to hide because they just go to alliance to alliance looking for peace, looking to play Farmville. This isn't Clash of Farmers. I was thinking about starting a game of my own, Clash of Farmers, but yeah, look at those 40,000 pikemen deaths. It's just sad. 200 guard. What the fuck is this guy doing? And then he has a few noble swordsmen, I think, or that's in the next report. Yeah, I mean, it's just so easy to kill these castles without guards. If this guy had even 50,000 guards, it would have been a lot harder to kill him. And then here's the third attack here. This happened over like a 2-day period. We did a double skill hit on this one because this guy had a lot more power, like around 3 million. So he had a lot more troops. Needed to do a double skill attack. Me and Loki. We're coming in there. There's my hit. Now he's going to speed his hit up so that there's no reinforcement. And this was absolute destruction. This guy had a lot of wood. Loki got some wood for his castle. And yeah, this just made it so easy in the kill event to get a lot of points. Um, the Chinese, they've been fighting a lot longer. We've been at war with them for months now. So they all are ready for, they don't keep a lot of troops in their castles, or they'll shield, or they'll be reinforced by their buddies. But yeah, that guy's down to no power. That's all castle and science power, equipment power. But this is another one, 200,000 kills, another million power loss on one hit. And then Locky cleaned him up. As you can see, I have the frontline swordsman. You can use T7 swordsman, T6 swordsman if you don't have T10. You can use T8 knight if you don't have T10. You can use T8 archer if you don't have T10. You can use T7 and T8 horses if you don't have those. And you can use T8 treb. So if you're only a 22 castle, if you're only a 19 castle, you're going to have to use the T7 treb as well. But you can always make a combination because all troops, they're all the same troops. There's only 8 troop types, 2 in each building, and you can substitute in a lower tier if you have to. But yeah, Loki cleaned them up good. All deaths. Oh, oh, that's I feel bad kind of doing this. I mean, that's months of work for this guy, but he sided with the enemy. All of these people had a chance to side with us, and they all went to the enemy because they thought it'd be easier being with the Chinese. Because the Chinese, they were giving it to us there for a little bit, but we never lost the #1 spot. We lost some thrones there for a while, but we took them back, as you could see last night. There's Locky cleaning them up. 49 more thousand T8 deaths because his hospitals were filled. This poor guy, man, this poor guy got it